The project-based learning unit I will be talking about today is a storytime channel geared towards kindergarten to second grade students. It's very engaging since the books are being read out loud on a screen, which is interactive to students since they are already on YouTube watching different channels. The book has different sounds from the person telling the story to the bright colors. It's interactive, so it's touching on auditory, visual, and tactile learning students. It's challenging students by starting out by picking out a book, then asking the need-to-know questions. It moves on to working together as a small group and working as workshops or milestones of each step of this project that could last up to a month or longer, depending on how detailed the children want to get into their learning workshops. When I looked at the Bloom taxonomy, a couple areas really popped out to me. Creating is a huge part of the BML project. In the workshops, the students will be creating their own books by drawing pictures to telling a story along with the 1 to 2 sentences and words that are matching the drawings. Remembering is a big part of remembering how to put a book together. It has a beginning, a middle, and end to their story, which will then bring up more questions once they put out the book together. Analyzing is one of the Bloom taxonomies on how the students will write a script that puts together parts of their stories into a script so that they can put it on a video and then put it on a YouTube channel so they can share the story with their group. The biggest part of all this BML unit is an understanding of what they want to accomplish from the milestone to the last milestone and how to share these new stories with their community, which to me, it would be other classrooms. It will increase cognitive skills since they heard a story from the beginning to the end and all their information in between. Now the students are making their own story from the beginning, the middle, and the end. They studied what the story needs, all the parts that make up the story. So now they apply that information to their stories. Working in a group, they have to problem solve if there's another part of the story who has a student who has a different part of the story who wants to add that part to the story. The story being the creative on the drawings that go along with that story. Putting all this together uses lots of different skills to be able to work together to putting their own story to display in the classroom community. This BML is the first time I've heard of these units already in place with such great detail from step to step to the lessons and permission slips, the rubrics. Everything you need to know is already there and in place, and you just have to use it and put it together out there for your students. I think it's a great tool to take advantage if you're struggling at finding a group activity for a certain subject that is you struggle with, and that's somewhere you can go and look out for something to help you out with. I really liked learning about this and looking into it. When I worked at a preschool, we had the same basic concept, but it was all paper-based since technology wasn't where it is today. So we had themes and different activities for writing, blocks, housekeeping, science, math, outside things, trips. It was all there, but in paper form. Now, this takes advantage of being all digital, and you can put it out there for your students to learn and continue to learn and do new things that are engaging to them with technology. So this project was a great thing for me to learn about. Thank you.